All right, so today we're going to take a deep dive into Walmart.
Okay.
You shared a super interesting report with me.
Yeah.
And it's not just numbers. There's some good commentary in there.
Right.
So we're going to figure out if Walmart stock is a buy or not, based on what this report says.
Sounds good.
And just so you know, this report is from November 25th, 2024.
Okay.
First off, Walmart just crushed their Q3 2025 performance.
Yeah, they did.
Revenue jumped 5.5%.
Wow.
And global e-commerce sales surged 27%.
That's huge.
They're blowing past expectations here.
Yeah, they are.
What is driving these numbers?
Well, what's interesting is the growth isn't just in one area.
Okay.
Walmart US, Walmart International, and Sam's Club are all performing really strongly.
Okay.
So this really shows how their omni-channel strategy is working. They're not just a giant store network anymore.
Yeah.
They're online heavy hitters too.
Okay, so it's not just one part of the business that's carrying the weight.
Right.
That makes sense. But what's giving them this edge over everyone else?
The report talks about Walmart's wide economic moat.
Moat?
Yeah, like a castle.
Oh, yeah.
It basically means they have these advantages that competitors just can't easily copy.
Okay.
It comes down to their massive scale.
Right.
Like they can negotiate super low prices from suppliers.
Wow.
Their supply chain is incredibly efficient.
Makes sense.
And they have a huge variety of products.
Right.
Plus their store network is everywhere. And their online presence is only getting bigger.
Yeah, you see them popping up everywhere.
Exactly.
So I'm starting to get the moat picture here. Like it's this fortress built on efficiency and value.
Exactly. And that makes them resilient, especially when other retailers are struggling with the economy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So powerhouse performance.
Right.
Strong economic moat.
Uh-huh.
What are the analysts saying?
Well, the report includes a range of analysts.
Okay.
And some are more bullish than others, which is expected.
Right.
The average price target as of the report date is $88.40.
Yep.
But some individual targets go as high as $190.
Whoa. $190.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference. What explains that kind of gap?
It really reflects the different opinions on how well Walmart will handle challenges in the future.
Okay.
Like competition and changing customer behavior.
Right.
Some analysts are more optimistic than others.
So great performance, but there are some unknowns.
Yeah.
What about the stock's value right now?
So their estimated fair value for WMT, according to the report, is $81.65.
Okay.
Which is actually a bit below the share price of $86.84 at the time of the report.
So does that mean it's not a good buy?
Well, it's not so simple.
Okay.
A fair value estimate is what analysts think the stock is actually worth,
Okay.
based on their analysis of the company's financials, their future earnings potential, and a bunch of other factors.
Right.
The market price, what it's currently trading at, can be influenced by all sorts of things, like
Wow.
investor sentiment, news events, and general market trends.
So even if the stock is trading above the estimated fair value, it doesn't automatically mean it's a bad investment.
Right.
Okay.
It just means you need to look deeper.
Got it.
In Walmart's case, even though it's slightly above that $81.65 estimate, their strong Q3 results.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've raised their future earnings projections
Okay.
suggests there's still potential for the stock to go up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're doing a lot of things right, but there's always that question of what's next for them and how that affects the stock price.
Exactly. And that's what makes this analysis so fascinating.
This is where it gets really interesting for you, because this is where you as an investor need to start thinking critically about this information.
Absolutely.
We've given you all this information. Now you got to figure out what to do with
That's
it.
right. We've talked about Walmart's strengths, their size, their efficiency, and how they're adapting to online shopping.
Right.
But there are always risks to consider too, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. It sounds like they have a lot going for them.
Yeah.
But what are some things that could throw them off course?
Well, the retail world is super competitive.
Yeah.
Amazon is a constant force in e-commerce.
Right.
And other giants like Target and Costco are really stepping up their game.
So Walmart's not exactly playing in an empty field.
No, they're not.
What about things like the economy in general?
Right.
Could that affect them even with their moat?
That's another factor.
Hmm.
Inflation is still making things more expensive for people,
Yeah.
and that can impact how much they spend, especially on things they don't absolutely need.
Makes sense.
That could hurt even a company like Walmart.
So it's a balancing act,
Uh-huh.
weighing their strengths against these challenges.
Exactly. And for you, the key takeaway is that you shouldn't just take our word for it.
Right.
This deep dive is just a starting point.
Yeah.
You need to do your own research.
That's so important. We're giving you the overview, but to make a good investment decision,
Right.
you have to dig deeper.
Read the whole report, Look at Walmart's financials.
Right.
And most importantly, think about your own goals as an investor.
Okay.
How much risk are you comfortable with?
Yeah.
What are you hoping to achieve with your investments?
Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. And we've given you a framework to start thinking about those questions,
Sure,
right?
but think about what we've discussed today. Can Walmart keep up this momentum?
Right.
How will they handle the competition?
Oh.
And what might happen if the economy takes a downturn?
Those are some tough questions, but they're the right ones to be asking.
Investing isn't about guarantees.
Yeah.
It's about making smart decisions based on the best information you can find.
And that's what we're here to help you do.
Absolutely. We're giving you the insights and the context you need to make informed choices.
And with that, I think we've given our listener a lot to chew on.
Yeah, we have.
We've covered Walmart's success, their unique advantages, the potential risks they face, and the importance of individual research.
It's been a great overview. Hopefully it helps you, the listener, feel more confident in understanding what's going on with Walmart and in making your own decision about their stock.
So we've really dug deep into Walmart today.
Yeah.
Their size, their strategy, their strengths, and their potential weaknesses.
Right.
It's a fascinating company.
Yeah, it is.
And I think we've uncovered a lot of interesting points.
Absolutely.
It's clear they're not just resting on their past success.
Right.
They're actively evolving and investing in new areas, especially in technology and e-commerce.
Exactly. And that's something any investor should be paying attention to.
And that brings us to the big question on everyone's mind.
The big one.
Is Walmart stock a buy?
Yeah.
We've seen the amazing performance, the moat they've built around their business, but also the challenges they face from competitors and the economy.
Right. And remember, even though the stock is performing well,
Yeah.
the current price is a bit higher than the report's fair value estimate.
Okay.
So that's where you, the listener, need to do some more digging. Does that price seem justified based on everything we've discussed?
Right.
Or is there a chance the stock could drop closer to that $81.65 estimate?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And it's something only you can decide based on your own research, risk tolerance, and investment goals.
Exactly.
What we've provided here is a starting point, a way to understand the key factors at play.
Exactly. Consider this deep dive as a springboard for your own analysis.
Right.
Read the full report, dig into Walmart's financials, and think critically about the information we've presented.
Because ultimately, the best investment decisions are informed decisions.
Right.
You're the one in control, and knowledge is power.
I couldn't agree more. We're giving you the tools to empower yourself as an investor.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Walmart and you want more insights like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on our future episodes.
That's right.
We're here to break down complex topics and help you make sense of the investment world. We're looking forward to diving into more fascinating companies and market trends with you.
Yeah, we are.
Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep on diving deep.